Hi there, welcome back to another video in the series how to become a voice and accent trainer and make 6 figures a year consistently working from home. And this is the 4th video in this series. If you haven't watched previous videos, I recommend you go watch those videos first and watch this video later so that you'll be able to understand what we have been talking about. I have given the links below in the description box. So go now, click those links and watch those videos right away. Alright, so in this video I'm going to talk about roles and responsibilities of a voice and accent trainer. Let's get started. See, when you talk about roles and responsibilities, we have to talk about 3 professions that are unknown for outsiders. Only insiders know about these untapped high-income professions, which are voice and accent training, process training, floor coaching, and voice coaching. So these are the 3 high-income untapped professions that nobody knows about. All right, so let's talk about the roles and responsibilities of a voice and accent trainer first, and then we'll talk about the roles and responsibilities of a voice coach or floor coach. The first profession that I have started with is voice and accent training. So what exactly you have to do as a voice and accent trainer? It's pretty much simple. You don't have to worry about what to do and what not to do, okay? If you're a voice and accent trainer, this is what you do, all right? So once you are hired as a voice and accent trainer, you have to assess your trainees before you give training to anyone. What is this assessment? Basically, you have to do 3 kinds of assessments. The first one is pre-assessment, the second one is mid-assessment, and the third one is final assessment. Without the pre-assessment, you do not know what you're going to train. What is this pre-assessment? If you want to do pre-assessment as a voice and accent trainer, you have to do TNI and TNA. So what exactly do I mean by TNI and TNA? TNI means training needs identification and TNA means training needs analysis. Before you train any individual, you have to do this TNI and TNA, which is a part of this pre-assessment. We identify the areas of opportunities on why an individual or an employee is not able to perform well on the production floor. First, we identify the areas of opportunities and we analyze the areas of opportunities and we call it TNA. TNA means training needs analysis. First, you identify areas of opportunities and then you analyze the areas of opportunities. You have to identify high impacting areas of opportunities in an employee and fix them. So to identify areas of opportunities, we conduct TNI, training needs identification. So how do we identify areas of opportunities? So there are different things that you can do to identify areas of opportunities. Let's talk about one after the other. The first thing that you can do is you can conduct group discussions, or you can conduct public speaking activities, or you can conduct debates, or you can conduct extempores. You can conduct anything you want. The ultimate goal for you is to identify areas of opportunities. In order to do that, you have to have your trainees talk more. If they don't talk, you cannot identify the areas of opportunities when it comes to communication skills. So you make them speak and you just keep quiet and listen to what they say. Why do you have to listen to them? To identify the areas of opportunities. All right, so once you have identified the areas of opportunities or the common areas of opportunities of the entire focus group, now you have to analyze the areas of opportunities that you have identified. Now, when it comes to analysis, basically go for high impacting errors or high impacting opportunities. We don't say errors because it's not a good word in corporate world, so we say opportunities. So you find out high impacting opportunities and you fix them by devising a lesson plan to fix the areas of opportunities that you have just observed. All right, so this is one of your roles and responsibilities, doing TNI and TNA to identify the areas of opportunities, which is a part of pre-assessment. So what is this pre-assessment? Before you train any individual, you conduct a pre-assessment, which is a part of TNI and TNA. Once you conduct pre-assessment, now you will know where exactly each individual stand at in terms of communication skills. So on a scale of 1 to 10, you give them a score in your pre-assessment scores. You give them a score. And you also conduct mid-assessment after a certain period of training, like maybe 2 weeks of training or maybe 3 weeks of training. You conduct another assessment, which is a mid-assessment. You will track the performance or the learning curve of each individual, which you will be able to identify, or you will be able to know if the individuals are learning what you've been teaching them or not. So conducting a mid-assessment will help you if they are really learning or not. So after mid-assessment, once you complete the entire training module, you will conduct another assessment, which is final assessment. In the final assessment, at least 90% of the focus group should clear the final assessment. If they are not clearing the final assessment, it means either they didn't learn or you didn't train them well. So it will hit your performance. So you have to be very particular in training them well and making them clear the final assessment. So these classroom trainings happen in two cases. The first case is you'll have to train new hires. Let's say if a company gets a business, to run this business, the company hires a certain number of people, or it hires new employees. When they hire new employees, that's when you come into picture. You have to train each one of these new employees before they hit the production floor. So voice and accent trainer takes care of this classroom training. So this new hire training or refresher training will be taken care of a voice and accent trainer. So doing TNI and TNA, conducting pre-assessment, mid-assessments and final assessments, sharing feedback on the performance of these new hire trainings, or you will have to share the feedback of each individual to your stakeholders or your supervisor. Conducting TNI, TNA, conducting assessment, sharing feedbacks is essential. All these are a part of your roles and responsibilities. So the bottom line is, if you want to train your trainees, what you have to do, you have to identify the areas of opportunities and then fix them. To identify the areas of opportunities, you have to conduct pre-assessment, which include any activity, any group activity or any debate you can conduct to identify the areas of opportunities. So it's your job to make everyone clear the final assessment as a voice and accent trainer. So these are the roles and responsibilities of a voice and accent trainer. Let me recap. The only job that you have as a voice and accent trainer is identify areas of opportunities, errors in an individual, and fix them. That's it. To identify the areas of opportunities, you do TNI and TNI. TNI is training needs identification, and TNA means training needs analysis. You identify areas of opportunities and you analyze them to see what are the high impacting areas of opportunities in an individual, and you devise a lesson plan to fix these high impacting errors. And you conduct a pre-assessment to see where exactly each individual stand in terms of communication. So you have to score them on a scale of 1 to 10. All right, so you conduct pre-assessments to see where they stand at, and you conduct mid-assessment after few weeks of training, like 2 or 3 weeks of training. You conduct another assessment, which we call mid-assessment, to see if they are learning what you've been teaching them. So once you're done with mid-assessment, you'll continue the training. If your training needs little tweaking basis your mid-assessment scores, you can do that as well. you can tweak the lesson plan. So after like 3 or 4 weeks of training, you conduct another assessment, which is final assessment, which is crucial for every trainee, because that is what determines if they can continue with the company or not. Okay, so being a trainer, it's your job to make them clear the final assessment. All right, so this is what exactly you do as a voice and accent trainer. So bottom line is, identify the areas of opportunities and then fix them. In order for you to identify the areas of opportunities, you must have sound knowledge on grammar and pronunciation. Now let's talk about another profession, which is floor coaching or voice coaching. So when I started as a voice and accent trainer, and I used to train individuals on communication skills, accent reduction and pronunciation. Also, I used to train these individuals on email writing skills, punctuation, and work ethics, and different aspects of soft skills. So being a voice and accent trainer, you take care of these things. But as a floor coach or a voice coach, what you do is, once they clear final assessment, they hit the production floor. So once they hit the production floor, floor coach or a voice coach will take care of these employees on the production floor. He keeps on monitoring, or he keeps on helping these individuals or these employees on the floor. Voice and accent trainer, floor coach or a voice coach, will help them on the production floor. Sometimes he listens to the recorded calls, or he listens to the live calls when somebody talks to a customer, and he helps them right on the floor. Sometimes he listens to those calls, identify the areas of opportunities, and he analyzes them, and he trains them personally. So we call it one-on-one training. So a voice and accent trainer trains individuals as a group, but a voice coach or a floor coach trains individuals personally. We call it one-on-one, but the process is pretty much the same. He trains a group, a voice and accent trains a group, but a floor coach trains an individual, on one-on-one basis. It's just the same. Find out the errors and fix them. Same. You do TNI and TNA, and you conduct pre-assessments, you give them pre-assessment scores, mid-assessments, and everything is pretty much the same. But the only difference is a floor coach trains individuals on the floor. He continuously helps them, monitors their chats, their emails, their calls, and he gives them feedback on a daily basis. That's pretty much it. Now you know what exactly a voice and accent trainer or a floor coach does on a production floor or in a classroom setting. It's pretty much simple, which is find out the areas of opportunities and fix them. That's it. And you have to share the performance of these employees on the production floor or in the classroom setting to your supervisor or to your stakeholders. This is very, very important. Sharing the feedback, sharing the scores on a weekly basis, on a daily basis is very, very important, which will help you earn your incentives or bonuses, or you can even climb the corporate ladder. These are the roles and responsibilities of a voice and accent trainer, and if you have any questions on the roles and responsibilities, or if you want to know more about voice and accent training or floor coaching, which are untapped high-income professions which have high potential that can pay you anywhere from 30K to 50K a month as a fresher, so you don't have to have any experience. If you have experience, it's well and good. If you don't have any experience, no problem. You can still become a voice and accent trainer and make 6 figures a year consistently. If you want to improve your communication skills, and if you want to improve your pronunciation, or if you want to become a voice and accent trainer, why don't you attend my free webinar and see if this is something that you want to do. Not only that, there are many things that are awaiting if you want to become a voice and accent trainer, which I am revealing in my free workshop. If you want to become a voice and accent trainer, I have designed a course which can help you become a voice and accent trainer and make 6 figures a year consistently. I'm going to launch it in the month of November, and I haven't decided the date yet, but I'll let you know for sure. That's it. I really appreciate if you have any questions or if you have any doubts, or if you want to know more about voice and accent training, floor coaching, and other aspects of voice and accent training. Let me know in the comment section below so that I'll be more happy to help you or do another video on those questions. That's it for now. If you like this video, like it, subscribe my channel to receive latest videos on voice and accent training and soft skills and other skills that are required for a voice and accent trainer. Alright, so that's it for now. If you don't like this video, no problem, just let me know in the comment section below why you don't like it, and I'll take that as a feedback and I'll improve myself as well. So that's it for now. I'll see you in another video. Until then, happy learning.